mainstream media is telling you lies. I feel like it's one of those things that like Donald Trump has made that his sort of like fake news thing, and it's unfortunate, but I feel like it's sort of always been that way. Like there's an aspect of the news that's always been sensationalist and biased ever since corporations have been allowed to buy up the airwaves and put their agenda out there. And so I mean, I think it still stands to be said, even though it's now become made a mockery of by it.
Yeah, I think it's been exasperated though. I mean, just like, with Wall Street, how over time deregulations were put into place, and the same thing with the media. So
sure.
You mentioned the law enforcement.
Yeah, it's. I always get the counter argument of like, well, the police have a difficult job. And I feel like saying that is like saying, well, all lives matter. Like, technically, that's a true statement, but it doesn't. It's a placative thing to say. It doesn't address the concerns that either a certain group of people have or the public at large have about these things. And so when you say, well, they're not all bad or something like that, I would argue that, are they all out shooting people in the back that are unarmed? Probably not. They're probably not all doing that. Obviously not. But there are ones that are showing up after the fact and planting evidence. There are those who are synchronizing their reports who were not there to actually witness the thing. There are the ones who are there bearing false witness against their neighbors, and they're like, these are the people they're supposed to be serving. And it's all of these things in conjunction. You have judges that will refuse to press charges against people that, that say, hey, this guy treated me unfairly or did something dishonest. And so they're not all bad. They're not all this bad.
Right.
But I mean,
there's varying degrees.
There's a certain number of 10 Commandments being broken here,
right,
that none of which are really okay. And if this were just a person on the street that acted towards you in this way that didn't have any authority over you, this is certainly not a person you would want to be friends with.
Right, exactly. And don't you think a lot of it's built on insecurity too?
Well,
personal insecurity and
absolutely,
ultra masculinity.